Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today's video is going to be my August favorites video. I don't have any fails this time around, which is awesome. That's always a good thing. Sorry, I just got a new RoboVac. It is like a knockoff Roomba. I love it, but it just randomly turned on. So I'm still kind of getting the hang of this thing. I just went ahead and powered it off for now. That was weird. But I guess you could say that is one favorite. I am loving it. I feel like I can never keep up with my house cleaning. And I don't even have a very big house. I mean, I live in an apartment, so it's, you know, shouldn't be too hard to keep up. But with 3 cats, I was looking to automate at least a little bit of my cleaning, and I've only had it for like a day at this point, but so far, I'm loving the RoboVac. So I don't have a ton of favorites. I do have a handful of makeup favorites, some other beauty related favorites, and then some kind of random lifestyle favorites as well. So for the makeup favorites, one favorite that I'm wearing on my eyes right now is the ColourPop Miss Bliss palette. This was also my 1 month 1 palette for August. I do have my 1 month 1 palette update coming, I think tomorrow, which is Sunday when you're watching this. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed if you want to catch that. But really enjoyed this palette this month. So you're getting some cool toned pinks and then also some warmer peaches and corals. Most of the looks I've done are pretty similar to one another since there's just, I mean, as you can see, there's not a whole lot of variety in here. So not the most versatile palette, but at the same time, I've had fun using it all throughout this month. I haven't gotten tired of it. And I just think it's a gorgeous palette, especially if you have blue eyes. I think that those tones are so perfect for blue eyes. Obviously, it could work with any eye color, but yeah, loving that. And I really like how small and compact it is. Another favorite, also a very pastel peachy product. You might notice a trend. I really like pastel peaches and corals, but the new e.l.f. bite-sized cheek duo, specifically in the shade Cantaloupe. I also talked about this in my top 10 under 5 video. This is $3, same price as their bite-sized eyeshadow quads. I also have the shade Lychee, which I also like, but this one I just think is something special. Is this not such a unique blush color? I feel like that's not a blush color that you come across very often. And it's great if you have super fair skin like me and you can't seem to pull off very warm blushes. It's so light that you just can't mess it up. And I am learning that I'm a big fan of really light colored blushes. They do of course have other darker shades in this line, but I've just been obsessed with this duo. I try not to say obsessed too often, but I just am. I just think it's so fun. And I love the highlight in here too. You can see I've actually used a good bit of that. You can kind of tell I've worn off the imprint there. So loving that. Pairs really well with the Miss Bliss palette too. Another blush, now I've said a lot recently, I've really been into cream cheek products. That Cantaloupe blush from e.l.f. is like the one exception, the one powder product that I've been using, but another cream blush that I have fallen in love with is the Jordana Triple Play All Over Color in Spicy Rose. This is definitely a deeper color, so I do use a pretty light hand with it. I think I'm going to be using this a lot in the fall and winter just because it is kind of a spicy fall shade to me. And yeah, it's also definitely very unique to my collection. I tend to go for more neutral pink blushes, so it's not the kind of shade I normally go for, and it just looks so healthy on your cheeks. I used it in my full face of Jordana video, which I can link, and I love so many Jordana products. This one is really standing out to me though, and I've been using it a ton. Also, really pretty lip color. They say it's all over color, so it's not just meant to be a blush. You can also use it on your eyes or your lips. I haven't used it on my eyes yet. I don't really know if I want to do that, but for a lip color, it's surprisingly nice. So another favorite that I've been wearing nonstop is actually a perfume, or specifically a perfume brand. So it is Skylar, and they did send me a handful of their scents, and the ones that I have been loving are, my favorite is Coral. This is the one that I've been wearing like nonstop. This one they describe as fruity, floral, and flirty. And that it's surprising because I wouldn't normally say that that is like my kind of scent. I like fruity scents, but usually I go for warmer scents. But this one, they say that the notes are black currant, patchouli, and sandalwood. And I do love anything with sandalwood. Sandalwood is like my favorite note for fragrances. The patchouli is surprising because I normally cannot stand the scent of patchouli, but I can't really detect the patchouli. I think that it just plays well together with whatever other notes are in here. But yeah, I was surprised. It's just very fresh, and it's kind of a clean scent, but it's also, I'm really bad at describing scents, but it's just a great everyday scent. And then the other the other scent that I've been loving is Arrow. This one is definitely a little bit more of a sexy kind of smell. They say that this one is spicy, warm, and seductive. It's definitely quite warm and spicy. It has jasmine, rose, and vanilla. And even though it has jasmine and rose, I don't feel like it's overly floral. I'm not smelling like rose petals or anything super strongly like that. But yeah, it's really nice base notes. Oh, this also has patchouli. Interesting, I'm reading on the site. This one also does have patchouli as a base note. And I can kind of tell that that's there to kind of make it a little bit spicy, but it doesn't bother me. Once again, I usually steer clear of patchouli, but I've been loving both of those. And then the other one that I like is, this one is actually, I think, one of their newest scents. This is Sun Shower. This one, okay, so as I was first using this, I was like, I don't know if this is a scent that I would really pick for myself, you know? It's definitely more citrusy. This one says the notes are jasmine tea, lemon leaves, and meadow greens. So very citrusy, very clean. Not really a scent that I would normally go for, but the more that I've been wearing it, the more it's grown on me. And I've really been liking layering this one with Coral, which is that fruitier scent. So loving those. These are pricey. They are $78 each for the full size. So definitely, you know, that's a pretty typical perfume price, but definitely kind of a treat yourself sort of thing. They did give me there's a FedEx dude. I wonder if it's for me. They did send it to me. It's not sponsored though, but they did give me a coupon code. It's not an affiliate code, but it is, oh my gosh. I need to come prepared for these videos. I keep having to look things up. Okay, the code is 15kitty and it's 15% off. Like I said, I don't get any sort of commission from that code, but it does take a nice little chunk off of the price. So if you were wanting to purchase them, they are sold at Sephora, I believe, but also just on the Skylar website. I think the coupon code only works on Skylar's website. But yeah, really cool brand. I feel like people are always looking for cruelty-free fragrance brands. They are kind of hard to come by, I feel like, at least good ones. And I do feel like the affordable ones that I've tried, like I've tried Pacifica. Those are like much cheaper. They're like $20 a bottle, but for some reason those scents just have no staying power on me. These actually do last all day, so it's not a brand that I would have found had they not contacted me, but I'm glad that I did discover them that way. Okay, another sort of pricey thing. I feel like I've been discovering a lot of higher end things that I really like lately, but this is a hair product. This is the Drybar Triple Sec finishing spray. If you saw my Sephora fantasy cart and then my Sephora cart declutter that was like the follow-up to that, this is one of the things that stayed in my cart and I did end up buying it. I love it, unfortunately. I'm wearing it today. I feel like my hair looks kind of crazy today. I curled it and it kind of just went outward, which I guess is fine. I mean, I definitely have some volume going on here. But this, okay, first of all, it smells so good. I would wear a perfume that smells like this. This is the Blanc scent, which I think is just the original scent. Kind of vanilla-y, very warm. Oh, it's a nice scent. And it like lasts in your hair. It makes your hair smell really good. So this is basically a texturizing spray. It also, for my hair type, sort of doubles as a hairspray because I have pretty fine hair. I'm not a big hairspray person. Like, I don't normally use hairspray at all. But I feel like this gives my hair a little bit of hold after I've styled it. But it gives it kind of a little bit of a gritty texture, which just gives it a good amount of volume and texture and just kind of like a tousled look. Tousled? Yeah, I'm loving it. If you struggle with volume, I feel like this is a really good product to have. Now that being said, now that I've found an amazing high-end version, I'm gonna have to be on the hunt for a cheaper alternative, so let me know if you have any dupes for this that are maybe not $23 a bottle. I'm kind of trying to savor it and make it last a long time. A couple of random favorites. So I do have some masks that I've been loving. These I ordered from Etsy. It came in a 5-pack for $20, which I feel like is a really good deal. The Etsy seller was Eddie Family 0407. I'll link them below, but yeah, they feel really well made. And what I really like is that, so you're getting 5, but they're all reversible, so it's almost like you're getting 10 different possible mask colors. I mean, you are getting 10 colors. So this is the one I wore today. This is like a pink and then a slightly darker pink on the inside. And then you have a beige and white one. This is more of a taupe and black, an aqua, and then a yellow, and then a navy, and kind of like a turquoise green. So I feel like I have enough colors now to go with any possible outfit. The fabric is 100% cotton, so they're very breathable and comfortable. I did feel like when I first got them, they were a little bit too big, but then I did wash them in the washing machine on hot since they're cotton, and I felt like they kind of shrinked down to a good size. I do have a very small head, but I do feel like if you have a large head, they would also fit you, and the ear straps are nice and stretchy, so I feel like they would work for a lot of different size faces. And actually it says, I just noticed it says that you're supposed to just hand wash them and lay flat to dry, so you're not technically supposed to machine wash them, but I did, and they came out just fine. So probably though is a good idea to wash them in warm or hot water just to really disinfect them, I would guess. I mean, I'm not a medical professional, but I'm guessing that's probably the best thing to do for germs, you know? But yeah, really, really loving those. I just love the variety. $20 for 5 masks I feel like is really good. And they also shipped pretty quickly, at least to me. So yeah, I highly recommend those. And I like supporting smaller like Etsy sellers because, I don't know, I'd rather support them than some other random giant company. So speaking of small businesses, my last favorite is actually a planner, and I was kicking myself because I meant to mention this in my July favorites and I completely forgot for whatever reason, just because most of my favorites last month were makeup and I just, for some reason, it slipped my mind. But this is a new planner I've been using for the last over a month and a half now, and it's the Ivory Paper Co. planner. This is a Black-owned business. I learned about this through Brianne HY. I love her. I have bought so many things because of her, so she is definitely an influencer. And this is their all-in-one planner. I know they do have several versions, but what really drew me into this planner, I feel like I'm always on the hunt for the perfect planner. So this has a regular monthly spread, a weekly spread where you have a column for each day of the week, and you have like 3 rectangles for each day. And then there's like a habit tracker on here, a goals box, gratitude, a space for notes, a space for next week. I like that has the weekly, but it's not just a weekly. They also have a daily spread for every single day. And so for each day you have a whole to-do list area, an hourly schedule from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. There's a meal planning area, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, a hydrate or like a water tracker, gratitude, a place to put anything that's due or like deadlines. I know it sounds like overkill to have a monthly, weekly, and daily spread, but for me, I need that because I always feel like with weekly planners where you have kind of a spot on a page for each day of the week, but every day of the week is on one page, there's not enough space to write things out, and I'm also a big to-do list person. I love making to-do lists. I need to get in frame. I'm getting like way out here. I like that I don't have to worry about space. Like I have all the space in the world to write down everything I need to do each day. I'm not big on scheduling my time, although I'd like to be that kind of person, but I don't know if I am that kind of person. But it's nice to have that to write in any kind of appointments or meetings or anything. I just feel like it really is an all-in-one planner. Like, it has everything that you could possibly want. Now, it's a little bit pricey, but I don't really mind because I know that I'm supporting an actual family, you know? It's like a family-run business, and they just do a good job, you know? So I feel like they deserve it. So they have a 6-month, 7-month, and 8-month for the all-in-one planner. You can see I got the 6-month, and because it's an all-in-one planner, it's still pretty thick just because it has a page for every single day. And it's $49 for the 6-month, which is a little bit pricey. You can also add on a name. You can personalize it with your name. For 7 months, it's $4 extra, and for 8 months, it's $6 extra. They also have a ton of different patterns. Mine is the navy floral. This is the one I chose. I chose not to put my name on it, and I feel like it was worth the investment to get a planner that I actually enjoy using and that is actually functional for my lifestyle, you know? I feel like I've wasted a lot of money on cheaper planners. Like, earlier this year, at the beginning of 2020, I bought a Happy planner because it was cheaper, and the layout was okay, but I didn't love it. The quality wasn't very good. I didn't like the binding. It had these like super cheap, like circular, I don't even know how you would describe it. I just didn't love it, and I also didn't really like the aesthetic of it. The only reason I bought it was because it was a little bit cheaper, and I could have made it work, but the thing is, if it's a planner that I don't feel like works with my brain very well, I'm not going to use it, and that money is wasted anyway. So I would rather go for something that is more expensive that I'm actually going to use, because I'm actually going to get my money's worth out of it. So really wanted to mention that because, I mean, I know it's later in the year, but they're made to order, which is, I think, another reason why they're a little bit more expensive. But you can, if you order it now, you can choose to have it start in the beginning of September, mid-September. You can choose what month you want it to start, basically. So you're not going to be buying like an academic planner that already started in July and then that month is being wasted. You can get one that you can actually use right from the very beginning. So loving that, highly recommend. And I just love supporting smaller businesses as well. So those are my August favorites, kind of a random mix here. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up so that I know you liked it, and subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you again soon, and I will talk to you hopefully in my next video. Bye.